Okay, now we will consider the force in the third quadrant. Its angle is theta with respect to negative x-axis. So while resolving the force, this is the x component, this is the y component. Okay, so x component is adjacent to angle theta, therefore it is a f cos theta, and y component is opposite to angle theta, so it is sin theta. So in the calculation we will write fx is equal to f cos theta and fy is equal to f sin theta. Okay, but their direction is towards negative x and negative y direction. So for the calculation we should write this as a minus, and in the fourth quadrant so this is the x component, this is the y component. So x component is adjacent to angle theta, so it is f cos theta, and this is f sin theta. Okay, whenever you show the force value or magnitude on this component or on the diagram, okay, do not show the sign whether it is positive or negative. Okay, just write the magnitude, because this direction itself, it means that it is a negative. Okay, so in the calculation only, so whenever I will write fx, I should write the proper sign whether it is positive or negative. Okay, so it is positive, so it is f cos theta, and fy, this is negative. Okay, so it is minus f sin theta. Okay, so this is complete resolution in the first, second, third and fourth quadrant. Now consider if the force is shown in the first quadrant, but its direction is towards the origin. Okay, in the previous case, its direction was away from the origin. And if you want to resolve this force, suppose the angle given with respect to positive x-axis as a theta. So this is positive x-axis, this is positive y-axis. So for the resolution, you should show the component on the x and y-axis, but observe the direction. Okay, component direction, it must be in the same direction as that of the original force. So this is the vector direction for x component. Okay, this is the y component, so this is the vector direction. Okay, now write the magnitude. So for the magnitude, just observe the angle. Okay, so fx is adjacent to angle theta, so it will be f cos theta, and fy is away from theta or opposite to theta, so it is f sin theta. Now write the fx. So fx is towards negative x-axis. Okay, so it is minus f cos theta, and fy, it is towards negative y-axis, so it is minus f sin theta. Okay, so both this component, they are negative. That means actually this force, it must be in the third quadrant. Okay, so we can show the force in the third quadrant like this. As we know, force is a sliding vector, so we can extend the line of action like this. Okay, and on this line of action we can show the force in the third quadrant. So this is the f. Now this angle is theta, so this is the opposite angle, so this is theta, and now you can resolve the force in the third quadrant. So this is the x component and this is the y component. Okay, so now you can see the sliding vector f sin theta, it was originally along positive, sorry, on this axis. So we can shift this component in the downward direction. So component value, it will remain same. It is opposite to angle theta. So it is f sine theta. And this component, which is fx, it is adjacent to theta. So it is f cos theta. Okay. So we can show the force like this. And these are the components, fx, this is fy, this angle is theta. Okay. So effect will remain same. So this is the resolution when the force is directed towards the origin. Okay, consider the force is given in the first quadrant. Its magnitude is f. This angle is given as a theta. Okay. Previously, we have shown the component on the x and y axis like this. So this was the x component and this is y component. Okay. So we have shown both the component exactly on the x and y axis. Okay. So instead of showing this component on x and y axis, we can show this component anywhere on the line of action. Okay. So I can select a different point on this line of action only. Suppose this is O. So I can select O1. Okay. Just draw the vector parallel to x axis. And draw second vector parallel to y axis. So this becomes x component and this is the y component. Okay. As this angle is theta, so this angle will be theta. Okay. So we can show the resolution like this. So instead of resolving the forces directly on x and y axis, we can resolve the forces anywhere along the line of action. Okay. Effect will not change. So this is another way you can resolve the force. Suppose the force is directed towards the origin. This is theta. Okay. And if you want to resolve the force on this line of action other than point O. Okay. So you can select a point O1. Okay. Now draw the vector parallel to x axis. So this vector, it will start from this point like this. So this is your x component. From this point, draw the second vector parallel to y axis. Don't show the vector like this. Okay. Whenever we draw the vector for x and y component, observe this direction. Okay. This vector must be directed towards this point. So from this point, draw second vector parallel to y-axis. Okay. So this will become f1. Now we have to find out the angle. So this angle is theta. So this angle will be theta. Alternate angles. Okay. And now you can write this value fx. We know that theta is adjacent. So this is f cos theta. And this is f sine theta. Okay. And its magnitude in the calculation, as fx is negative, so it is minus f cos theta. Fy is also negative, so it is minus f sine theta. So this is the resolution. Actually, your force is lying in the third quadrant. Okay. So here you can see one simple problem. Just we have to resolve the force. Okay. So here one flower pot is supported with the help of cables. Okay. So we have to resolve the tension in this cable. So you can see here at point A, we have three forces. Okay. One force is weight of this flower pot. So we will take this as a W. Okay. Second force is nothing but tension in the cable AC. So this is the tension force. So we will take this as a tension AC. And this is the tension AB. Okay, so we want to resolve tension AB and tension AC. So if you observe this figure, then we cannot see the X and Y axis. Okay, so whenever we solve the problem or we resolve the forces or tension, we need to draw this X and Y axis as our reference. Okay, so here I will consider the point A as the origin, and from point A we can draw the X axis, and from point A only draw vertical axis. So this is the Y axis. Okay, so this will be negative X and this is the negative Y. So now you can see the tension AC, it is in the first quadrant. Tension AB is in the second quadrant. Okay, so here I will show. So this is the point A, that is nothing but the origin. This is tension AC and this is tension AB. Okay, now for the resolution, what is required? Angle is required. So here 30° is given with respect to Y axis. So this is Y axis, X axis. So this angle is given as a 30°. Okay, so we will consider this as a theta. For tension AB, there is no angle given. Okay, but some dimensions are given. So you can observe here one right angle triangle is given. Its one side is 4, 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Okay. So with the help of this triangle 4, 3 and 5, you can find out this angle. Okay. So let us take this angle as a alpha. So alpha you can find out by using the trigonometry. So you can use tan alpha. So tan alpha is equal to, opposite side is 4, adjacent is 3. So alpha, this is equal to tan inverse 4 upon 3. Okay. Now to find out this, don't use the log table. Just by using calculator, you can find out this tan inverse 4 upon 3. Okay. So for mechanics or BEE, you need the calculator. So in the last lecture, I have shown the calculator. So you have to purchase that, or you can use the calculator in your mobile. So you will get some angle tan inverse 4/3. So this alpha is nothing but this angle. Okay, and this angle will be same. So this is the angle alpha. Okay, so here I can show the angle alpha for tension AB. Now observe tension AC, its angle is given with respect to Y axis. Okay, so whenever we resolve the force, just observe the tension AC. Okay, So this is the x component. So I will write this as a Tx, okay, and this is the y component. So this is the Ty. Now the x component is opposite to angle theta and y component is adjacent. So I will write this as net force is tension AC, adjacent theta, so it is cos theta, okay. Tx is opposite, so this is tension AC, which is a net force, and opposite means sine theta. Okay, so this is the resolution for the tension AC. Similarly, we can resolve the tension AB. Now just observe, two components will overlap if we resolve the force at point A only. So this is x component for y component for tension AB, and this is x component. Okay. So I will write here tension AB x component, and this is tension AB y component. Okay. So this figure, it will become more complicated, and for such type of problem, we should resolve the force at another point on the same line of action. Okay. So I will show how to resolve these forces. So this is tension AB, this angle theta, which is 30 degree, and this is tension AB, and this is tension AC. So while resolving, instead of point A, select different point on the same line of action. So select this point, okay. From this point, draw the vector parallel to x-axis and draw second vector parallel to y-axis. So this is x component. So I will write here tension AC, its x component, and here tension AC y component. Okay. So x component, this angle is theta. So this angle will be theta. Okay. So x component is opposite to angle theta. So this is tension AC sine theta, and this is tension AC cos theta, because it is adjacent. So y component is adjacent, x component is opposite. Similarly, resolve the tension AB. So instead of point A, select a different point on the same line of action. From this point, draw vector parallel to x-axis. Okay. Draw second vector parallel to y-axis. Now this angle, so if you observe the given diagram, so this is alpha. So this angle will be alpha. Okay. So this is alpha with respect to x-axis. So this angle is alpha, is nothing but this angle is alpha. Now this is x component. So tension AB is the net force, and this is tension AB y component. Okay. So this component, tension AB x component is adjacent to angle alpha. So this is tension AB cos alpha, and here tension AB sin alpha. Okay. Now in the calculation, whenever we write this component, so I will write tension AC x component, that means this complete. So it is positive. So tension AC sin theta. Then tension AC y component. So this is equal to tension AC cos theta. Both are positive because tension AC, it is in the first quadrant. For tension AB, its x component, it is towards the negative x-axis. So it is minus tension AB cos alpha. Okay. And tension AB, its y component, is along positive y direction. Okay, so it is plus tension AB sine alpha. Okay, so this is complete resolution for the given problem. Okay, so actually in this problem we have to find out the maximum weight for the flower pot. Okay, so we will solve this problem maybe in next lecture.